A lot of beginner pianists think that they need a lot of complicated theory and really, really intense chords, but I'm here to show you that today you can make a beautiful song when you sit down at the piano with no sheet music in front of you with only 3 chords. By the end of today's video, you're going to be playing a beautiful chord progression in the key of A major, and it may be a new key for you, but I'm excited to show you exactly how to do this. So come over to the piano. You'll be playing by the end of this video. So today we're going to start in a key that maybe you've never played in before, but it's a really great one that does include a couple of black notes, but we're not going to be intimidated by that. So today, instead of playing between C and C, which is what we do a lot of, right? We do a lot of C major when you're starting out because it's only white notes. You don't have to worry about the black ones. But today we're going to start on the key of A major. So we're going to be playing in the key of A, which means we're going to play the notes between A and A, but with 3 exceptions. So the first one is an F sharp here. So instead of playing the F, we're going to play this black note instead, the beginning of the set of 3 black notes. The second one is the C sharp here. So instead of playing a C, we're going to play this black note, which is a C sharp, and this is the first of the set of 2 black notes. And then we're going to play a G sharp, which is instead of the G here, and this is going to be the second of the set of 3. Okay, so it's these 3 that we're going to play instead of these 3. So I like to always begin with a scale. We're not going to let that intimidate us. You don't have to use proper scale fingering, but you can if you know what that is. So I'm just going to use one finger to go through this scale just to make sure that our hands and our ears know exactly what we're doing today. All right, so we're going to start on A. And now instead of the C, we play the C sharp. Instead of F, we play F sharp. Instead of G, we play G sharp. And then A again. And so then you can go through that several times with both hands if you want to. I like to do it kind of with both hands because it just kind of gets my hands prepared. After you've done that and you're like, okay, I kind of understand what I'm doing, we're going to just create a little bit of a melody. And this is just an exercise to get our hands used to our new key. So the only thing we have to remember is that we begin and end on an A. And it doesn't matter which A. It could be this one up here. It could be this one down here, or this one in the middle. It doesn't matter. So we begin and end on the A. And then our melody is going to kind of be within a hand's breadth of one another. Meaning that we're not going to be jumping around like this. Instead, we're going to do something that is kind of close to one another, remembering our sharps. Let's try it out. And just try a few different melodies. You could even try a melody in the left hand. Usually do melodies in the left, but hey, it's really great to teach our hands. So now that we've tried a melody, I'm going to give you a chord progression, and I promised you from the beginning only 3 chords. So we're going to start with our first chord, which is an A major. So an A major, it starts on A, and we go up 3 notes, 1, 2, 3, right? That's our C sharp. And then we go up 5 notes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the scale. We put 1, 3, and 5 together, and we have our chord. This is our beginning and our end chord, so our home chord. So we're going to do our 1 chord, which is our first one, and then we're going to go to our 5. And the 5 is built on the 5th note of the scale. So let's count on 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's built on the E. Okay, so let's do the same thing where we go up 3 notes in the scale. 1, 2, 3. And then 5 notes in the scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there is our second one. So this is an E major. So we're going from A major to E major. And then we only have 1 more chord, and then we're going to come back home to our A, and that's our 4 chord. So our 4 chord, start on A again, count up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is built on a D. So we do the same thing. We go 1, 2, 3, and then that's an F sharp, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that is an A. So we have D, F sharp, and A. And that is a D major. Now let's just look at the patterns of what we just did. So we have A major has a sharp in the middle. and then we go to E major, sharp in the middle, and then we go to D major, sharp in the middle. See that? And then we're back to A. So every single one of these triad chords or stacked chords, which is what we're doing right now, has a sharp in the middle. And that's the coolest thing that will help your hand to kind of remember where we're going. So I'm going to drop us an octave here. So that's all we're doing for right now is we're going to do our stacked chords, and then in the right hand, I want you to put your hands in a 5-finger position. This is kind of an exercise that is going to get us used to playing in this key and playing our chords in the left and the right hand, and then I promise we'll make it more musical. So in our left hand, we're going to start with an A, and then in the right hand, we're going to have our 5 fingers laid out on the first 5 notes of the scales. A, B, C sharp, D, and E. And those are the notes that we get to choose from. So you don't have to go in order. However, you just have to play notes there, and don't worry about moving your hand all around. So we're going to play our chord in the left, and then play something over here. And then we're going to go to our E chord, which is where our thumb is, so that's where you know that you're going. And then keep your hand right where it is. And then we're going to go to our D. And then back to A. So once you understand that, what your left and your right hand are doing, we can now pull this apart and make it just a little bit more musical. So in our left hand, we're going to do a representative version of the chords. So there's different ways to represent our chords today, but I'm going to do it in the easiest way possible, and that is by doing an octave. So instead of doing the A, C sharp, E, we're going to do just an A and an A. That's it. And then for our E, instead of playing E, G sharp, B, we're going to do just E and E. And then for our D, instead of D, F sharp, A, we're going to do D to D. That's it. You'll notice that's all white notes, okay? So you don't even have to worry about the black notes in your left hand right now. We're going from A to E to D and then to A. That's it. Could not be easier. We're going to be holding this left hand for 4 beats. And in the right hand, I want you now to think of your chords. Okay, so these are going to be the stacked chords to start, and in your left hand is just the octave. So in your right hand, we're going to now do an arpeggio. Arpeggio means we're just pulling the chords apart, playing the notes individually. So I'm going to, in the left, play 1, 2, 3, 4 with a whole note. And while I'm doing that in the right hand, I'm going to play an arpeggio like this. Although, it doesn't necessarily have to be in that order. So it can also be like this. So that's still an arpeggio or a broken chord of the A. Now let's go to our E. I'll take this one that's a little bit lower, and we're going to move our right hand as well. So we're playing the octave in the left, and then an arpeggio on the right. And then to the D. And then back to our A. Now you can just stay on this step if you want to, if you're struggling with where to move your hands, but otherwise we're going to keep moving. All right, just take a second to breathe. How is the key of A major going? Let me know in the comments below if this is a new one for you. I know that it can be a little intimidating at first to play with black keys, 3 of them. However, with just a little bit of practice, you can do it. Now remember that all of these videos do not have to just go from the beginning all the way to the end in one sitting. You can take them in bite-sized chunks, which means that you can push pause, practice it for a little bit, and then come back and continue on to the end of the video. That's the way all of my videos work. If you've learned something or are learning something from this video, I would like you to do me a favor and just hit that like button. That'll help this video be found by other people just like you. Now let's get back to it because there's a lot more to learn and it's really fun. So now in the left hand, I want you to start using your octave in half notes. Half notes is 2 beats. So we're going to do 1, 2, and then just with our thumb, we're going to lift up and hit the second beat. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then back to A. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so now the same deal still. We're slowly building into where we're going to create a melody over here with some chords. It's going to be great by the time we're done. All right, so we're still doing arpeggios of our stacked chords and our new pattern. Let's try this out. So after you have that rhythm, that is going to stay the same in our left hand with the 1, 2, 3, 4. And now here's the special trick that I was telling you at the beginning. If you have your hands in a 5-finger position, you can have a 5-finger position for all the chords. So let's look at those first. So we have our first one already. That was easy because here is the chord, right? We have our A, C sharp, E, and then we have the 2 other notes that are there in the scale. That's how we came up with that. So let's look at all the rest of them. Let's go to the E now. Now remember, we have an F sharp here. So for this one, we have E, F sharp, G sharp, A, B. So just go through that and feel that. And then for our D, we have our G sharp right here with our 4. So those are our 5-finger positions for those 3 chords. But now what I want you to think of is the second note that you play for every single one. All right. So the second note is going to always resolve to the third note for this little pattern. So it's going to sound like this. So we're going to do a half note of 2 beats each and 2 beats each. So on that thumb coming down, we're going to go up to the third note. And now let's go down to the E. The second note is that F sharp, so we're going from F sharp to G sharp. And now to the D. The second note is the E. And then back to the B and the C. So anytime that you do the second note in the 5-finger position with a chord, it sounds absolutely beautiful. So now we can start adding some little extras in here. The extras that I want you to think of in your right hand is just adding any of the other notes in the 5-finger position. But I still want you to think of that little motif that we have with the second note going to the third. But we don't have to play notes that are always just one note at a time. You can play several notes, so it can sound like this. Okay, let's do something for our E. So this time we're going from the F sharp. And let's go to the D now. And then back to our A. And remember, we want to end on A. So even if you started off doing the B to the C sharp, we make sure that we go to the A to sound like the end. Now, in the left hand, instead of doing always just 1, 2, 3, 4, sometimes I might go 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm using my thumb to create rhythm. I'm not adding any other notes. I'm simply creating rhythm. So when you do this and create rhythm with your left side, what you're doing then is creating some interest and filling in sound in the left. So all I'm doing with that thumb is adding to times when I feel like the song needs a little bit of push or a little bit of sound in those gaps. That's what the left hand is doing. So if you see me doing different things with my thumb, that's where that comes from. Okay, we're going to put this all together, and already it's going to sound great. me know in the comments below if you tried this chord progression and how playing in the key of A major is going for you. I can't wait to help you. And if there's anything that you're having questions on or that you're struggling with, let me know. I respond to every comment. I would love to dive a little bit deeper into that. If you have enjoyed playing in the key of A major, I have put all together my other videos in the key of A major into a playlist. So all you have to do is get in the description box. The link is right there. You can play through some other beautiful chord progressions now that you understand how to play an A. So it's not as intimidating now as it was when you first started, huh? Go ahead and check out this video next. I think you're going to love it.